Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Our group would like to present manufacturing process of kitchen sink for assignment manufacturing process. Our team members is Mohamad Afiq Danial, Mohamad Ammar Izzat, Mohamad Amir, Mohamad Danial Syazwan, me Mohamad Ammar Baqir bin Nadzruddin. Alright, for introduction, a sink is also by other name, including sinker, wash bowl, and basin. And wash basin is a bowl-shaped plumbing fixture used for washing hands, dishwashing, and other purposes. Sinks have taps, or also known as faucets, that supply hot and cool water, and may include a spray features to be used for faster rinsing. They also include a drain to remove used water. This drain may itself include a strainer and or shut-off device for overflow prevention device. Sink may also have an integrated soap dispenser. Many sinks, especially in kitchens, are installed adjacent to or inside a counter. When a sink becomes clogged, a person will often resort to using a chemical drain cleaner or a plunger. To more professional, plumber will remove the clogger with a drain auger, also known as a plumber's snake. So for the history of the sink, the washstand was a bathroom sink made in United States, US, in the late 18th century. The washstand was a small table on which would place a pitcher and a deep bowl, following the English tradition. Sometimes the table had a hole where the large bowl rested, which led to the making of dry sinks. From about 1820 to 1900, the dry sink evolved by the addition of a wooden cabinet with a through bowl on the top, lined with zinc or lead. This is where the bowl of bucket for water were kept. Splashboards were sometimes added to the back wall, as well as shelves and drawers. The more elaborate design usually placed in the kitchen. So for the materials of sink, there are many materials that have, which is ceramic, concrete, copper, enamel over steel or cast iron, glass, granite, marble, nickel, plastic, polyester, porcelain, resin, wash basin, soapstone, stainless steel, stone, terrazzo, and for the last one is wood. And then for the stainless steel sink is commonly used in kitchen and commercial application because it represents a good trade-off between cost, usability, durability, and ease of cleaning. Most stainless steel sinks are made by drawing a sheet of stainless steel over a die. Some very deep sinks are fabricated by welding. So stainless steel sink will not be damaged by hot or cool object and resist damage from impact. One disadvantage of stainless steel is that being made of thin metal, they tend to be noisier than most other sink material. Although better sink apply a heavy coating of vibration damping material to the underside of the sink. That's all for me. Aku bagi tahu. Stop sharing.
My name is Mohamad. I will continue the presentation by showing drawing of kitchen sink. We can see on the left side of the screen there are 2D drawing if all the dimension is given. The right side is 3D drawing of the sink of the stainless steel sink. Both are drawn by AutoCAD. Next is the application of kitchen sink. The sink is the most important and usable workplace in the kitchen. Near about 60% of time spent in the kitchen is spent at the sink. After all, food preparation, washing and cutting are important tasks which can be complete in kitchen without a sink. These are the tasks which can be accomplished in kitchen with any other kitchen appliance. Stainless steel is commonly used in kitchen and commercially application because it represents a good trade of between cost, usability, durability, and ease of cleaning. Most stainless steel sinks are made by drawing a sheet of stainless steel over a die. The steel will not be damaged by hot or cold objects and resist damage from impacts. That's all for me. Next person.
So,
My name is Mohamad and Syazwan. I will talk about the flow process in making of kitchen sink. This is the flow process from raw material to the final product. Next. The first one is raw material. For the raw material, the sink factory purchased steel plates of different weight and thickness according to the different requirement of the production of the sink. The thickness of the sheet metal commonly used in the manufacturing of stainless steel sinks is between 0.8 mm and 1.5 mm, and the sheet metal will be delivered to the sink factory in coil by weight. Next. For the sheet metal cutting, according to the different design length of the water sink, the long steel sheet needs to be cut into segments called plank by sheet metal cutting machine. In this process, shearing operation involves to cut the raw material into segments. The size of the plank is according to the design of the sink by referring to the drawing. Next. For the first time drawing, in this process, the plank face deformation process to perform one shape to another. The process called deep drawing process.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Izzat dari Razak. I will talk about the next process in making kitchen sink. The next process is oiling. The sheet metal was smeared with drawing oil evenly at the both sides. The purpose of this process is to help the sheet metal stretch evenly. Second, reduce the chance of tensile cracking, and lastly, extend the life of the mold and press machine. For annealing, this process involves in order to meet the deep demand. To restore the activity of the stainless steel sheet, which is highly strained by first-time drawing. Annealing treatment also depends on the depth of the sink. For second drawing, the annual water sink was through the drawing process a second time using a mold and hydraulic press. The second drawing must be fully stretched to the design depths. For trimming, we remove the excess trim by cutting the edge. After the second drawing, no longer shrinkage in the edge of the steel sheet. Reserve the installation position of the steel stiffer rib above counter basin. We pass to the next person.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Amir bin Ibrahim. So I will continue to explain about the process of making kitchen sink. First process is hole punching. In this process, drain holes and overflow holes are punched on special molds and punched according to the actual condition of the plate. And the punching equipment, it may be necessary to perform burn processing on each section. So next is welding process. Welding process consists of roll welding and butt welding. Okay, this step can be omitted if used double bowl mold. If it is a two rolling bowl bottom weld basin, it must be well with upper plate of the sink after punching. Roll welding is usually done by CNC welding, but it can also be hand welded by workers. So if it butt welding sink, it must be weld for both sides of the sink. Butt welding sink is rare in the product line. So next is spot welding. This process uses a laser spot weld for rig hook welds. Each spot weld produces about 3 solder joints, but this nerve requires spot welding several times in different locations. Glue in reinforced rig hooks are sometimes used depending on the buyer requirements. So next process is surface treatment. So for the last process is a surface treatment. It is a polishing sink at the bottom. The process consists of scrub, brushing, sandblasting, there is electrolysis, polishing, and embossing. The scrub brushing process is specifically described here. The first thing to polish is the bottom of the sink. So for the next process is next polishing sink wall. After that, the wall of sink is polished. Next, polishing joint apart. Use abrasive wheels to remove jaws between two vertical faces. Okay, next, polishing upper plate. The upper plate is polished at the end of the grinding process to remove the butt welded joints, weld lines, and surface flaws visible in the pot body. So that's all from our group. Thank you.